Hello, and welcome to the SEN podcasting unit. I'm going to be your host, Mrs. Simoncelli, and if you need help from here on out, I will be able to assist you with that. So your teacher has probably shared a link for WeVideo for you in Classroom. So go ahead and hop over there and grab that. You will place it in the URL, and you will get this view. So join with a new account or join with an existing. If you had already logged into WeVideo last year or the year before, anytime in D303 with your student account, you're going to choose join with an existing. And if you have a new account and you want to join with a new account, you're going to click on join with new. We will all be doing this. We will be logging in with Google. And then close. If you get a different window because you were joining for the first time, you're just going to keep on scrolling down to the bottom and clicking continue until you get the same view as I'm getting right now. So right now I'm in the dashboard and I'm going to click on create new. And I'm going to minimize my video screen because I want you to see everything else. All right, so moving forward, we are going to go ahead and click on rename the video. I'm going to call this E10 Podcast Practice. First initial, last name. Always a really good habit to name your files. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to delete one of my video layers. So when we talk about layering, as you are putting different music, different voiceovers and things into your layers, you're going to want to make sure that they are stacked one on top of another. And I'm going to show you that in a second. But we need to get rid of this video layer that's taking up too much room. I'm going to zoom this all the way in so I can see this extra space because we're going to be adding some more layers. So let's add an audio layer. I'm going to call this one music. And okay. I'm going to rename this voice. And now these layers, if I were to play them together, they would play one on top of the other. Okay, so now this is called the playhead right here. The playhead allows us to see at what point we are on our footage. So let's get a piece of footage just to practice with, shall we? Let's go over here to the folder with the star, that's your media, and we're going to click on the microphone. You might have to click on allow if you've not done that before, and if you forgot to do it and it says that your microphone isn't detected, this little video recorder up here, you can always click on this and allow that right there. So moving forward, I'm going to do a test voiceover. So I'm going to record. Testing, testing. Today is going to be a wonderful day. I cannot wait because it is the weekend, and who doesn't love a good weekend? Check my box, and you'll notice it's processing. So two things happen. First thing, it added a layer with my sound. Second thing is it added the same exact sound up here in my media. So if I right-click on it, I can rename it Practice Intro. This will help me later find it. Okay, so here's the playhead we were talking about, so I can move it back and forth based on when I want it to play, and I can also use my space bar as I'm moving forward with listening to it. The other thing I can do is down here in the bottom right-hand corner, I can zoom in on the actual piece of footage. So if you remember, I did testing at the beginning. So I want to edit this piece of footage and take off the testing. If I press the space bar, I can listen. Testing. And that's where I kind of wanted it to stop. So if I am right here, I can click on it. There's going to have a gold border around the edge of my media, and I can trim with the scissors. Click, and I can go over here and I can delete, and then move this back. Right now it is on second 1.17, okay, and then here is back to 0. If I want it to be at 0, I can just drag it all the way to the edge. The next thing I want you to keep in mind is that if I try to take a sound media and move it to the video layer, it's going to turn red because it's not allowed there. So I'm going to make sure that it is in an audio layer with the music notes. All right, now let's have some fun. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click on the Essentials library. In the Essentials library, I'm going to have you practice by typing in jazz. Then we're going to use the filter of audio. This will now allow us to just search through all of their audio files and see what we got. To preview, you're going to click on the sound. A little too mellow for me. All right, that's more my jam. I'm going to drag this down to my music layer. Notice it's stacked one on top of the other like I was saying before. So now if I play them together, today is going to be a wonderful day. I cannot wait because it is the weekend, and who doesn't love a good weekend? All right, so now I'm noticing that the music is overpowering my voice. So I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to click on the music itself. And then these volume buttons appear, and I can turn the volume up and down here. I can also turn it down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have, I want it to be where the music starts off a little bit further. Not wait, because, so I'm going to trim. Now there's another way to trim. I don't have to use the playhead. I can actually take my arrow, find the beginning of the track, and I can bring it in. Then I can drag the whole piece of media over to the front and have them start together. Today is going to be a wonderful day. I cannot wait because it is the weekend, and who doesn't love a good weekend? Okay, I really liked how that ended. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in even more, and I'm going to trim right before it starts making more noise. So I'm going to trim it right about here, give myself a buffer, and I'm going to delete that other piece. So let's try this all the way from the beginning. And let me zoom back out, because in the big scheme of things, this is only about 10 seconds long, folks. Okay, so back here, spacebar. Today is going to be a wonderful day. I cannot wait because it is the weekend. And so I want to really emphasize the weekend. So now I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to go in and zoom in on the weekend because it is the weekend. And what I'm wanting to do is I'm going to actually take the sound and I'm going to drop it for the music just on that weekend portion. It is the weekend. And then I'm going to zoom it back up. There we go. So then I have this valley where there's no sound. Let's test it out. Wait, because it is the weekend, and who doesn't love a good weekend? I think I want to add more sound here, or less sound there. And you want to make sure that it's level, and you can just bring those two together if you don't want to have it be two different levels. Let's try that again from the top, hitting back and play. Today is going to be a wonderful day. I cannot wait because it is the weekend, and today is, and there you have it, folks. We've got some levels of sound in there that cause the audience to hear just certain things moving forward. Now, the last thing that I do want to show you before I leave you today is how you finish the product. So if I wanted to export, I'm going to go ahead and click on Finish. Okay, it already has the file name. I'm going to change it to audio only, and I'm going to save it to my Google Drive. It's going to want me to connect my Google Drive for this first time only, and allow. And here's the other thing. If you ever share it, you're going to change the privacy to open, so then that way your teacher can hear it, and export. Once your file is ready, you'll notice that it will go over to your exports. But here's what's so nice about WeVideo. Because it's on the cloud, it will be working its magic, and you don't have to keep this open. You can leave. So once it's finished, the export status will say done. You will get an email from WeVideo saying that it's done. And then you will click over here on exports, and you will see it. Once it's finalized, okay, which it's not quite yet. Let's go back over here. Still not ready. Maybe we can test it out. Nope. So I'm going to hop back over into my other WeVideo section as a teacher. Hold, please. So I can show you really quick. So in exports, you have the ability to double click, and there is Google Classroom. And you can share on Google Classroom in a quick manner, find the class, put it into the assignment for it. So if there's an assignment, but I don't have any, but you get the gist. I hope this has been really helpful for you moving forward. And again, Mrs. Simoncelli, you can always book an appointment with me. Go to the link that your teacher has given you in class. You can book an appointment with me. Really super easy. There we go. Find a time that fits in your schedule. Okay, and select that date and send me an invite with your student email. All right, hope this has helped. See you soon, everybody.